am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history.
On August 28, 1963, Martin Luther King Jr., on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, gave a presentation now known as the I Have a Dream speech.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood.
Now, there are very few people out there that can recite that speech in its entirety, but if you were to go around saying, I have a dream, everyone is going to know exactly where it came from. And why is that? Well, a big part is definitely the speech itself and the man who presented it. But it goes beyond that, and there are reasons why we connect with the I have a dream part. The reason we all connect with it, because we've all had dreams. We've all had ambitions, goals, things that we wanted to achieve in our life. And unfortunately, for a lot of us, we've forgotten them. We've settled with mediocrity. We've simply settled into what life has dished us. And that, gents, takes me to my first tip on how you can elevate your game. Have the courage to have a dream. In today's video, gents, simple ways to reach your full potential. Now notice I said simple, not easy. Don't confuse those two words. I think Karl von Clausewitz said it best. Everything in war is simple, but the simplest thing is incredibly difficult. What this means in reference to the first point about having a dream is that it seems so easy, so simple. It's something that we had as kids when we didn't have all the inhibitions. We didn't have all the responsibilities. We dreamt of going to space. We dreamt of exploring the oceans. We dreamt of making a difference with something that nowadays we're like, oh, that's not practical. I can't make money doing that. There's just no way that I'm ever going to be able to accomplish this with all of these responsibilities and everything I've got in tow. But here's the thing, gents. When you lose your dreams, when you don't have goals, when you don't have lofty ambitions, all of a sudden you just don't have the drive that you used to have. And this is going to stop you from getting and achieving what you want in life. Because to achieve what you want, you got to go after it. I mean, it was Yogi Berra that said, if you don't know where you're going to wind up somewhere else. And for so many of us, that is what has happened. You've got to take the time to take a step back and say, you know what? What are my adult dreams? What do I really want to go after with the time I have left on this planet? Deep, I know. And to lighten things up, guys, I've got some challenge coins I want to send your way. Let me know in the comments below, what are your dreams? You can write 1, you can write 2, you can write 3. Let me know what you want to achieve in the next 3 years. Now, is writing it down going to make it happen? Of course not. But you're one step ahead of the guy that doesn't even know what his dreams are. The next simple tip to reach your full potential, protect yourself from harm. Again, this one seems like a no-brainer, right? So let me ask, how are you protecting yourself from stress? How are you protecting your sleep when you're on a computer till 10 o'clock at night? Could you be doing something simple to allow you to sleep better that evening? Now, really quick, gents, I want to introduce you to today's sponsor, MNLY Box. In case you're not familiar, gents, they're the #1 quarterly subscription box for men's performance and lifestyle. When you go over to their website, what you're going to see is that these guys have solutions to optimize every aspect of your life. And within every subscription box, you get over $400 worth of product for $39.66 a month. Now, when you go over to their website, this is how it works. First, you take a 5-question quiz. Then MNLY curates a box for you based on your answers. Now, you can keep that box or you can customize it. And every 90 days, you get a new box of products to help you live the ultimate life. Now, gents, as you can see here, I got a really nice box. And what I like here right at the top, they've got this nice message, realize your potential. The CEO, you're the captain of the ship. Now, what did I get here first? I got this Be Spunky Reboot, 120 capsules. And what I like is they give me QR codes, and on each of the products, I can explore and learn more. Next up from Vincero, I get these blue blocker glasses, and I have to admit, I've been wanting a pair. I absolutely love these. I have already started using these. Next up, I also got this bottle of Dose Nomadic Nutrition. Mind Honey is what they're calling this. Brain Health Daily Focus. Next up, we've got this Key Smart keychain, and I absolutely love this as well because I do lose my keys. And this right here is actually incredibly useful. Probably more useful for my wife than me because, yes, I lose my keys, but I find them. She loses them, and literally we lost a pair for 2 years. And my favorite item in this entire box from the new company, I've got this functional fragrance. So using psychoactive compounds, this fragrance supplement actively lowers your cortisol levels. So you guys know I love the science of scent, and I'm just surprised that I did not even know this company existed. And that's what I love about gift boxes, is that you get exposed to things you didn't even know were out there. Now, gents, MNLY has gone all out this holiday season, and they've got an amazing deal for you. You can now subscribe for $119. That's saving $130 off their original price. And to make this even sweeter, the first 50 of you guys to use that link and that code are going to get an additional gift in your box. So thank you, MNLY Box, for sponsoring today's video. Awesome company. Love what they're doing. Go check them out. Again, guys, use that link. Use the discount code. Awesome company. The next tip to reaching your full potential, take care of yourself in the way that you would take care of somebody you were responsible for. So I read this crazy story about a doctor that went and he did all this research about why are patients not getting better. And it turns out that 1/3 of his patients were not actually even going to the pharmacy to fulfill the prescription that he just gave them. And then half of those that actually filled out the prescription were not even taking the medication. Literally only 1/3 of the people he started with were actually getting the medicine and then taking it. Yet these same people, when it came to their animals, it was almost 100% would go get the prescription and would then give it to their animal consistently. Why is it that we will take better care of a dog than we will take care of ourselves? And there's some deep psychological stuff here, but a lot of it has to do with we just simply put others before us. Some people don't feel they're worthy. Other people they just always feel they got to be the martyr. This is something that society says to a lot of guys, and we need to take care of ourselves, guys. So think about someone you're responsible for. Would you let them skip their medication? Would you let them eat something that's harmful for them? Yet we do this to ourselves all the time. We think it's okay. We'll go to the gym at a later point. We'll take those vitamins that we need to be taking at a later point someday. Well, someday becomes never. Gents, turn someday into day one. The next simple way to elevate your game is to track everything. Everything that goes into your body, everything that you're doing, everything that you're spending. Now, apps have made this a lot easier, and there are wearable devices out there I know that have made it easier for me. Point being is you've got to start somewhere, because when you track something, guess what? You can measure it, and anything you can measure, you can improve. And this is so key for life, whatever it may be, guys. We underestimate what we're eating. We overestimate how much work we're putting into things. But when you actually go out there and you log the measurements, and you can simply use a notebook. I'm not saying you got to go all electronic here. You will be shocked at what you're putting into your body. You will be shocked at how little you're contributing to your, financial stability. And here's the thing. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do everything at once. In fact, start off with one. With building a habit, they talk about 21 days. That's a bunch of BS. What is going to build the habit is repetition, and simply put, because you could do something 21 times in a day, and all of a sudden you're going to start to build the habit, not necessarily within one day, but point being is you got to get in the repetition. You got to put in those reps, and you've got to practice doing it. Again, this isn't easy, but it is simple, and it is going to help you reach your full potential. Track everything. Now, gents, if you're enjoying today's video a little bit deeper than normal, go ahead and smash that like button. That way, more men find this video. Seriously, when you interact with these videos, YouTube just bestows upon these videos more reach. And I appreciate it when you guys like them, even if you dislike, when you leave comments, when you share these with men who can use this information. It really does help the channel. The next tip to reaching your full potential, fall in love with the process, not the results. When you look at a scale, whenever you look at yourself in the mirror, you are looking for results. You're looking for those six-pack abs. You're looking for those larger biceps. You're looking for that weight to drop down. But no, be happy with actually that you went to the gym, that you went for that run, you went for that walk. You put in that effort. And that's what you want to reward. You want to feel good about. That is right there going to change everything. When all of a sudden you fall in love with the process of going to the gym, the process with actually figuring out how you can lose that weight, the process of becoming smarter, becoming more competent in your field. Simply putting and saying, you know what, I can't control whether or not I'm going to pass that exam. You're studying, you want to become a CFA. What you can do is you can say, I am going to put aside 30 minutes every morning and share it with others that you're going to do that 30 minutes. Your wife knows, your partner knows, everyone around knows that, hey, that 30 minutes in the morning is yours, and you're going to put that time in. And that's where you start to see the leaps. That's where you start to see the bounds. You start to see those incremental improvements that build up over time. James Clear talked about this in Atomic Habits, but results do not follow a linear path. Now, oftentimes we don't see all the energy, all that latent energy underneath the surface. Imagine watching an ice cube. In a room, it's 20 degrees, 21, 22. As it goes up, we see nothing happening. Then magically at 32 degrees, it starts to melt. 33 degrees, it melts faster. Why is this happening? It's happening because of all the work, all the temperature increase that happened over that time period. And the way that a bamboo, for 2 years, the roots grow underneath. And then within a period of a month, all of a sudden, that stalk shoots right up. How does that happen? Because of all the work it saw that did, and you didn't necessarily see. So understand sometimes when you're going after your goals, when you are trying to achieve greatness, you're not going to see that progress. So fall in love with the system, fall in love with the process, and all of a sudden the results, yeah, they'll follow. So what video to watch next? Well, gents, I've got a video for you right here. What is it? A mystery video. Come on, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun here. I'm not gonna rickroll you. It will be safe for work. It will be an armorous video, probably an older one though that you haven't seen, that is really good, a good message. So yeah, go check it out, guys. You'll enjoy this video, I promise.